Marcus proudly drops shiny gold coins into a massive glass jar sitting on his counter. He smiles, believing this simple act of saving money is his shield against his $15,000 debt web. But the moment he looks away, the silent heat of inflation rises from the floorboards, causing the coins inside the jar to warp and melt like wax. He thinks he is building a fortress, but his safety is an illusion. Hoarding his $4,200 monthly salary in cash is actually making him poorer with every single breath he takes.
We are trained from childhood to believe that saving money is the ultimate financial virtue. We are told to stockpile cash, protect it, and watch the numbers grow in a standard bank account. For Marcus, this habit brings an initial sense of deep comfort. Every physical dollar he saves feels like a step toward escaping his debt. But this comfort is a dangerous drug. In a world of relentless global printing presses, raw cash is not a safe haven. It is a rapidly melting ice cube. By keeping his hard-earned money locked away in a low-interest bank account, Marcus is actively losing his purchasing power every hour. High inflation acts as a silent, invisible thief, eroding the real-world value of his $4,200 income. Every single year, his saved dollars buy fewer basic groceries, less fuel, and less freedom. He works over 50 hours a week to earn this paper cash, only to let its value slowly evaporate in a system structurally designed to punish pure savers. He is trapped in a classic loop, confusing the raw quantity of his paper money with its actual purchasing power. He doesn't realize that in the modern economy, standing still is the absolute fastest way to fall behind. The path of pure saving is a slow, mathematically guaranteed descent into financial stagnation.
Why does the traditional financial system constantly encourage you to hoard cash in low-yield savings accounts? Because your savings are their primary fuel. When Marcus deposits his monthly salary, the bank doesn't let it sit in a secure vault. They immediately lend that same capital out to other consumers at high interest rates, or use it to buy cash-flowing assets for their own portfolios. They are using his cheap, stagnant capital to build their own compounding wealth, while paying him a microscopic fraction of a percent in return. The system wants Marcus to focus entirely on acquiring liabilities, things that take money out of his pocket, while they quietly accumulate the productive assets that put money in theirs. This is the core distinction between assets versus liabilities that beginners are never taught in school. An asset is a productive engine that works 24 hours a day to generate cash. A liability is a constant drain that demands your active labor to maintain. When beginners start exploring the world of investing for beginners, they often view the market as high-stakes gambling. They are terrified of losing their hard-earned cash, so they choose the perceived safety of a heavy glass savings jar. But this deep-seated fear is exactly what the banking institutions rely on to survive. By keeping you terrified of ownership, they ensure you keep feeding their massive lending machine with your melting cash, guaranteeing they grow rich while you stay broke.
Let's look at the cold, unyielding mathematics of the jar trap. If you have $10,000 sitting in a savings jar today, and inflation is running at a modest 6%, that money will lose half of its purchasing power in just 12 years. The nominal number on your screen remains the same, but your ability to buy real-world goods has been cut in half. This is the mathematical reality of inflation. It is a slow-motion wealth tax that targets the poorest and most conservative savers. True financial freedom cannot be achieved by hoarding a depreciating currency. To build lasting security, you must understand how compounding works. You must stop trading your limited time for paper bills and start trading those paper bills for ownership. This is how the top 1% operates. They do not hold cash. They hold equities, real estate, and intellectual property. They understand that cash is only useful as a transaction tool, not as a store of value. If you keep your wealth in paper, you are mathematically guaranteed to lose. The system is rigged to reward those who own productive assets and ruthlessly punish those who simply stack paper in a jar.
This is the ultimate moment of truth. Marcus stands in his kitchen, staring intensely at his physical savings jar, and the illusion of safety completely shatters. He realizes that every single dollar he has scraped together through 50-hour work weeks is silently losing its grip on real-world value. He is running on a treadmill where the speed is controlled by a central bank that prints trillions of dollars out of thin air. He is sacrificing his precious youth, his daily energy, and his long-term health to accumulate a fiat currency that is designed to lose its purchasing power by design. The false comfort of seeing a stagnant number in his savings account is replaced by the chilling understanding that he is actually losing financial ground every single day. If he wants to survive the coming economic shifts, he must change his entire financial paradigm. He must stop being a mere collector of paper and become an active owner of productive value. The savings jar is not a fortress. It is a financial prison with the door unlocked. It is time for Marcus to break the glass, pull his money out of the trap, and put his capital to work in the real world where it can fight for his future.
The solution is simple but highly counterintuitive. You must stop saving money to save it and start saving money to invest it. True financial freedom comes from buying productive assets. Think of these assets as chickens that lay eggs. A standard savings account is like keeping a wooden toy chicken. It never grows and it never produces anything. But when you buy real assets through investing for beginners, like low-cost index funds or dividend-paying equities, you are buying live chickens. These assets compound and grow over time, generating passive income that flows directly into your pocket without requiring your active labor. This passive income is the eggs. Instead of eating your chickens, you reinvest the eggs to buy even more chickens, kickstarting the process of compounding wealth. By shifting your focus from hoarding paper cash to accumulating cash-flowing assets, you build an unbreakable money engine that grows faster than inflation can ever steal. You stop working for money and force your money to work for you.
Marcus holds a small, heavy silver coin in his hand, feeling the solid weight of real ownership. He looks back at the savings jar one last time, no longer afraid of the system's illusions. The path to financial freedom is clear, but it requires the courage to step away from the false comfort of the crowd. He is ready to transition his stagnant savings into a compounding wealth machine that inflation cannot touch. The mathematical reality is set, and the first asset is already bought. Marcus has made his decision to break the jar trap. Will you keep watching your hard-earned cash melt away in a bank vault, or will you start buying your first productive assets tonight?
Are you ready to break the savings jar trap? Share your strategy in the comments below and subscribe to Break the System.